Okay, let's do this from the beginning. My name is Jeff Kowalk. I was bitten by the magic bug when I was a teenager, and for the last 3 years, I thought I was the one and only Erudite Magician. I started a YouTube channel, reviewed a bunch of magic books, and even shared some of my best tips and tricks for getting the most out of your magic library. But I've also done this. Yeah, I don't like to talk about that. Anyway, I'm pretty sure you know the rest. There were times I had no idea whether anyone else out there shared my passion for magic books. But now, I've come to realize there are a lot of us. It took me a while to discover what makes an erudite magician, so I thought I'd save you the trouble by providing you a list. You might be an erudite magician if you prefer to find hidden gems. Sure, the popular tricks and videos are great, but then everyone is doing the same stuff. If you're an erudite magician, you like to find magic that everyone isn't doing. There's a sweet satisfaction in finding something yourself. And it's more likely to fit your personality since the trick in question called out to you. If you're willing to put in the work to read it from a book and apply it to your own show, this is something that's going to last. And hey, if you want to know how to get more out of your library, I did a video for you on that. Do you enjoy being one of the smartest people in the room? If you read magic books, you're already in an exclusive club. 42% of US college graduates won't read a book after graduation. If you're watching this channel and you've made it this far, I already know your stats dwarf the average American family. And who doesn't like being able to recall something you've read and share it with someone who needs it? Us erudite magicians, we see things differently. Reading means we won't be parroting, because we'll have our own views. You ever read a book before you watched the movie? The movie is almost always disappointing, and that's because your mind had built things up, and the printed word had more details than they could fit on video. Yeah, I know it's counterintuitive. The same thing happens when you read a magic trick. Your mind builds it up the way your hands and your persona would do it. And even if someone else has already read this trick and is performing it, you're almost guaranteed to do it slightly differently, putting your own artistic touch on it. You understand that technology comes and goes, but books, well, they've stood the test of time. Since 1440 and the Gutenberg press, books have been there for us. Long after your last VHS player bites the dust or you don't have electronics to watch downloads, the books will be there for you on your shelf. And even if you haven't read them, they serve as a physical reminder of all of the things there are to learn in this beautiful art we call magic. You might be an erudite magician if you love the look, feel, and smell of a good book. There's something about occupying the same physical space as knowledge that makes things exciting. Knowing that another human took the care to explain the secret carefully and thoroughly enough that you can follow along and end up sharing it with others. You recognize that learning magic through books helps us work real magic. After all, you're walking through the thoughts of someone else who might have been gone for a long time or you never met, and yet you're able to hear their voice and follow their instructions. How powerful is that? We've done all this talking about being an erudite magician, but it's pretty hard to be an erudite magician without having books. And where can you get books? Well, of course, from the sponsor of this week's episode, Don's Magic and Books. Don himself is kind of a superhero of sorts. Not only is he an erudite magician, his superpower is making sure that books don't end up homeless. When a magician decides they no longer need this book for one reason or another, Don makes sure that it goes to a good new home, a place where it'll be appreciated and loved, as every magic book deserves. He makes this magic happen through his website, donsmagicandbooks.com. And if you visit the website, you're likely to find a lot of these rare, out-of-print, one-of-a-kind gems that you've been looking for. I've got my fair share of books through Don, and I know that if you start shopping with him, you'll be hooked too. So whether you've been an erudite magician and shopped with Don, or you're just getting started, check it out because I'm sure it'll help you in your journey as an erudite magician. Okay guys, let's do this one last time. My name is Jeff Kowalk, and I am not the only erudite magician out there. If you also love magic books, let me hear from you down in the comments below. How did you know you were an erudite magician? As always, my erudite friends, thank you for watching, and until next time, keep reading.